Hi, I'm Dan from Survivor. I was one of the final 5, and you're watching Reality Wanted TV.
All right, Reality Wanted, we have one of the fan favorites for this season of Survivor, Dan, who had a lot to say in the finale. So tell me, in your opinion, how did this work out?
It worked out great. It was a super show. It's just a great. Everything about the show was great. I mean, the way they run it, it's just amazing. And when they brought my son on, it was a very emotional time. And Jeff he had a couple of tears in his eyes. You know, it's really a tough game. It's tough physically, but mentally is what really. I was 20 days before I had a tarp over my head. So I was in pouring rain for 20 days before we finally merged, and we were able to get a tarp. And I got to tell you, that wasn't easy.
So speaking of the weather and everything, what was harder for you personally, the social game or surviving the elements?
Social game wasn't really. I've been social my entire life, so it really wasn't a problem. It was the elements. It was also sleeping on the wooden logs we were sleeping on. Also, throughout the game, they kept playing on my knee, which is I've had 6 knee operations. Wow. And I still chose to go on the show, and it was fine. You know, I did it. I got to be one of the final 5, and that was great.
So in the end, your choices were Chase and Fabio. You seemed really happy to vote for Fabio. Were you really happy with that, or was he just the better choice for you in the end?
No, I really like Fabio. You know, listen, the kid came in. He won the last 3 immunities. I mean, he just blew him away, and you know, he deserved it. He really did deserve it. It was just a good teammate. And I'm just really happy that he won. Really
now you said something that may have maybe screwed you over a little bit. You had sat there in when the jury was watching and said, look, you already have money. You know, I know it was a plea to make you stay because you thought that would be a good strategy, you know, thinking you were weaker to go up against in the finals. But you think in the end that made everybody kind of think, he doesn't need it. He's not a serious player.
No, I don't believe so. I tried to convey to them that they would have a 1 in 2 chance instead of a 1 in 3 chance. And it almost got me there. Yeah. So listen, you know, I wasn't voted out until you know, at the end. So I think the strategy was okay. It worked.
Now the shoe stealing drama. In case you're watching, Holly had stolen a pair of his very expensive shoes, kind of as a symbol of you know, the way she was feeling about the game and about him as a player. In the end, when she gave you those ostrich boots, was that really? Did you accept that token, or are you still kind of mad at Holly?
Nah, listen, it was a game. You know, people do crazy things in this game. And I accepted it. She's a wonderful lady. She really is. And it was a game, you know. And you know, no, I accepted the boots in good faith.
Now, casting. RealityWanted.com is a casting site, so we do a lot of stuff with helping people get on shows. We've gotten people on every single show on TV practically. What would be your best advice for someone who's trying to get on a reality show like you?
Well, what I did was I sent them in a really interesting video of me being a wise guy in New York City. And what we did, we went from bar to bar. And once I sent it into NBC, into CBS, they loved it, and they sent me a ticket the next day. So I think it's all in the audition video.
So in the end, I know they take you out and they fly you out to Los Angeles, and you have to, you know, go through all these serious tests. So what do you think it was about you that got you cast on Survivor?
Well, I don't think they've ever had an Italian from Brooklyn there. And I think that, you know, I think they were interested in that type. And also, I had never slept outside a day in my life, and I never went camping. So it was just, you know, I think they saw I was a character, and that's what they did. And I stayed on a long time. And the young lady who found me in a bar in Miami, you know, she was very happy that I went so far. So it was good. It was great. It was a great experience.
Do you think you represented Brooklyn well?
Very well. Very well. Very well. I went a long way. A lot longer than anybody thought I was going to go.